Welcome to Newsday. Reporting live from Singapore, I'm Karishma Vaswani. The headlines. Ukraine's President Zelensky visits the battered town of Bucha and accuses Russian forces of committing genocide.
Russian soldiers treat people worse than animals. There is real genocide, what you've seen here today.
The extent of the brutality is becoming clear. Shocking images of bodies of civilians lying in the streets have led to worldwide condemnation of Russia.
They're still discovering dead bodies here in Bucha, the horror of what unfolded coming to light now. But there are still areas of this country under Russian control, and no one quite knows what's going on there.
Russia denies involvement with President Putin's team, saying the images of atrocities in Ukraine are staged and that no war crimes have been committed. But President Biden has said for the first time that Vladimir Putin should be put on trial. Our other main stories on Newsday today. Protests and resignations in Sri Lanka. Pressure mounts on the country's leaders over the deepening economic crisis and rolling power cuts. A bleak assessment of the future of the planet as scientists warn it's now or never if disastrous climate change is to be contained. And how students in England are looking for new ways to stop devastating flooding through the power of video games.
Live from our studio in Singapore. This is BBC News. It's Newsday.
Hello and welcome to the programme. President Zelensky has visited the Ukrainian town of Bucha, where shocking images of bodies of civilians lying in the streets have led to worldwide condemnation of Russia. Mr. Zelensky accused Russian forces of committing genocide, while President Biden called Vladimir Putin a war criminal and said the Russian leader should be put on trial. We'll have more on that in just a moment. As Russian troops withdraw from Bucha, which is just to the northwest of the capital, Kyiv, the extent of the brutality is becoming ever more clear. Russia is still denying any involvement in the mutilation and murder of hundreds of civilians. It says the images shown by the world's media are staged and fake. Our correspondent Yogita Lemay was one of the journalists who travelled to Bucha with President Zelensky, and I want to warn you, her report contains some distressing images.